talk a little bit more about your show, where people can find it, and what to expect now that the USA regular season, well, the USA season has kind of come to an end for the domestic league. What to expect from you going forward for the rest of the year from your show?
Yeah, so as far as where you can find me, if you're on Facebook, if you want to be on there, RL America, I've got a bunch of different pages I kind of help with, but RL America is the one that everybody tends to go to. You can go to rlamerica.com and you can check out that's got every team in the comp, and it's got the national championship game from 2017's on there, and there's just a bunch of random things. As far as excuse me, that's the main place you can find me. I'm on Twitter and I'm on Instagram as well. I'm not a phenomenal photographer, so it doesn't lend me to being very good on Instagram, mainly just Facebook. But that's as far as where you can find me. That's kind of where it is. I'm working on trying to make my website better. I'm not a journalist by nature, but I'm trying to write articles. So if anybody feels like writing one, let me know. But yeah, as far as things we got coming up, once the season, because I've kind of just focused on this. I've got some episodes that I continue to put in there like this, obviously, but right now I'm just focusing on the season. And once it's over, I'm pretty excited. I had to readjust some because I'm going on a trip. I had to readjust some of the interviews I have coming up. But I have John Dutton. I'm going to be working with him, obviously, to do one on the 2021 Rugby League World Cup. I think
Excellent.
I think that's going to be a really good one because maybe it gives us some insight what we can think about prior to 2025 when we host. And then Proper Sport, I got them on because I love what they do over there. I think that's a great one. I got them coming on the show soon. And then I've got
rival podcasts, but we'll tolerate it. They're good blokes. We've met them.
Yes, but I'm excited because I like what they're doing with Bradford, and I guess because I'm going to these games and I'm just trying to stream them on my phone some, and then I turn around and I see what they're doing. I'm like, man, that's really cool. It gives me some ideas for next year if at all possible. That's one of my goals next year is to actually go and set up and stream a game each week and do commentary and be able to try to get the teams as much exposure as possible.
Rugby League in America.
Voice, not the face, though. Voice. It's very important to understand. The face is not where I want to be. I just want to be a voice. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot. I'm trying to get the Canadian women, and I'm trying to talk to the Jamaican Rugby League side, and I'm going to try to do something. It's Latin American Heritage Month here, September into October. So I'm going to try to get the Latin Heat back on, or somebody maybe from the Chilean side to represent them because the qualifiers are going to be part of it. So
cool,
I have a lot of those. Some of the USA Hawks coming up. So when the season's over, it'll be more of the interviews that people are used to hearing.
And more international focus.
Yeah, more international focus. And then I'm going to be following along with some teams next year. I'm excited about that. And I'm just going to try to regroup and rehack. And then if I can, I'm going to do my best to try to set up a trip to England because I want to watch a game live next year. And then also trying to make a trip down to Australia next year. Somebody's talked me into that, and so I'm probably going to try to make the grand final next year in Australia. So
unbelievable, good stuff.
Yeah.
Lots of exciting stuff to come, though. Thanks, Nate, for joining us again to talk about everything about Rugby League in America and take us through the big game next week. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for listening to this episode of SLP Shorts, and a big thank you to Nate Gladden of Rugby League in America for joining me to give us an update on the USA RL scene. He didn't mention it, so at Podcast RLA is his Twitter handle. He gave you details of where to find him on Facebook and all that sort of stuff as well, and it was great to hear from Nate again, the most enthusiastic man in Rugby League. If you're interested in getting hold of some USA RL gear, look out for the Mascot Browns links on SLP's Twitter and Facebook feeds to purchase them through our affiliates link, so you help out SLP as well as buying yourself some awesome international rugby league gear. If you want more SLP in your life, you can find us at Super League Pod on Twitter and Instagram, facebook.com/Super League Pod, or you can email us superleaguepod@gmail.com. You can also get more SLP content on our blog, which you can find at superleaguepod.com. And you can find the main weekly show and subscribe through Spreaker, iTunes or YouTube, and on the Podcast Addict app. You can find us on the LeagueCast Android app with some other top Rugby League listens. You can also go to rugbyleaguemedia.com, where you'll find us amongst a range of alternative Rugby League media outlets for your eyes as well as your ears to enjoy. We want to thank you for listening, and until you hear from us again, keep enjoying and supporting the greatest game of all, Rugby League.